starting to get worried.
I guess I lost track of time.
You okay?
Yeah, I went for a swim. You know, when I was little, Mason told me that the ocean was magic because the gods bathed in it. That if you swam in it, it would wash away all your fears and whatever made you cry. It didn't work.
I think only time is going to do that.
This is all so unreal. He's so alive to me.
And you know, he always will be alive to you in a sense. Because you'll keep him in your heart.
He was my big brother. I mean, whenever I didn't think he was there for me, he was always there for me. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him so much. There's nothing any of us can do.
This your wife, sir?
Yeah, that's my wife. What the hell is going on?
I got the flowers for the chapel.
Flowers. Well, you know, I don't understand. Flowers. What?
I got to the florist, and I'm looking at all the flowers, and I couldn't decide which ones to get for Mason, which ones he would like best. So I thought, okay, I'll get them all. And then I started thinking while I was picking them out, I said, what would Mason say? Okay, what would Mason do? And then it hit me, and I did it.
You did what?
I stole them.
Dad?
Huh?
Come on, you gotta get up.
What?
You gotta get dressed.
What?
Right?
What's...
Look, I'll tell Rosa to fix you some breakfast.
What? Oh, sorry. I must have been dreaming.
I know. Come on. Dad, we don't have much time, okay?
Time for what? Time? What time?
Dad, you gotta pull yourself together. Today is Mason's funeral. All right, I'm gonna get you some food. Stay right here.
No.
No, Dad, please, Dad.
Ted, I need to be alone, please. Just go.
Hey, take it easy. Shouldn't be moving around like that, honey.
I get close to the baby.
Well, that's what doctors are for. Here.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling today?
A little better. Tired. Where's everybody today?
Well, it's still kind of early. I'm sure you'll have some visitors later.
Yeah, I guess I lose track of time.
Well, I don't want you to even worry about the time or anything else except getting better, okay?
I have to get better. I have to get better for Chip.
Julia. Hi, honey. I thought I'd come over and see if I could make you some breakfast. Julia?
He didn't come home. I waited here all night, and he didn't come home. I thought I heard him once, but it was just But when?
Honey, I want you to come and sit down. You shouldn't be standing here. Come and sit down, and then I'm going to make you some breakfast and get you something to eat, all right?
I thought that if I prayed hard enough that he would come home. Julia? Julia?
You can't keep this up, Dr. Clark. You're going to wipe yourself out. Did you get any sleep at all last night?
I don't remember. Sat in on so many operations. Dr. Garfield is absolutely amazing. I don't think the man knows the meaning of the word tired.
Here. You know, you're not going to be much good to anybody if you kill yourself.
Oh. Well, something like this is worth living for. You're breathing new life into me.
Sorry, but I'm going to have to put you on hold. I have a patient in 345 that takes priority.
Well, is it life or death?
Yeah, it could be.
Well, I guess I can live with that. I just hope you realize it's not going to be the late hours that kill me. It's going to be the frustration, emotional and otherwise.
Oh, Scott. Dr. Donnelly.
Hi, Dr. Garfield. Scott, hold that thought.
You were really brilliant last night, sir. I sat in on both operations, and I learned something from you every time.
Well, you're one hell of a surgeon, Scott. There's not too much more I can teach you. Not much more I can do, period. That's why I'm getting out.
What?
Yeah. I'm getting too old for this kind of thing. Besides, there's too much young competition.
Competition? I wish I had a quarter of the talent that you have.
Oh, you got much more than that. It's rare nowadays to find a doctor who cares about his patients as much as you do. I admire you, Scott.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. But what made you decide to leave?
A lot of things. I figure it's time to start having a bit of fun. Start to have a personal life, something I forgot to do when I was young. Don't you let that happen to you.
Oh, yeah, I hardly have time to sleep, let alone anything else.
Oh, yeah, we'll find the time. Or she'll get away from you.
What do you mean? Oh, Heather. Well, Heather's a good friend.
Well, I can't believe for a second you're stupid enough to let it stay that way.
I don't know. We don't seem to see eye to eye on a lot of things.
Oh, well, it'd be pretty boring if you did.
Well, I'll definitely take that into consideration.
Seems to me a woman like that can make a man forget a lot of things.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So Mr. Conrad will come in to pay for the flowers, and you'll agree to drop the charges. Good. Thank you. That's settled.
Well, thank you.
Goodbye, Mrs. Conrad.
Goodbye. Are you angry with me? No?
No, of course not.
It was just so Mason-like I had to do it, Jeffrey. You know, I mean, I thought when I got the flowers, after I picked them, for that one moment, all the pain was gone, everything. Because I was doing something he would have enjoyed to do, and it was like he was back.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
And I wish you knew him like I knew him. Because I learned a lot from him. He was his own man. You know, it didn't matter what everybody else thought. Anyway, I'm going to take these down to the service. You want to go with me?
No, I can't. I said that I'd take my mother to the service, but I thought we could go together, you know?
Oh, well, I wanted to get everything arranged before it started. That's all right. I can go by myself.
You sure? I mean, you're going to be all right alone.
I won't be alone. Mason will be there.
She just took a couple steps and fainted.
I think she's in shock. You know, maybe you should call Scott Clark at the hospital, ask him to come down here.
I think it's a good idea.
Hey. Julia, it's me. It's Cruz.
Cruz. Listen to me. Go Go to the chapel.
Take it easy.
Go to the convent and bring him back.
I'm more interested in taking care of you right now.
You go see Sister Sarah. You go see her, and she will tell you what happened to Mason.
Sweet, okay. I want you to listen to me. You know, I wouldn't lie to you. Mason is dead. We're gonna bury him today.
No, he's not. You go talk to Sister Sarah. You do what I tell you, and you will find out he is not dead. He is alive.
Dad. It's almost time. Dad?
Do you remember when you were 5, I had Mason take you to that carnival or whatever it was?
Gotta get dressed, Dad, okay? It's getting a little late.
What was the name of it? What was the name of that thing? It was Dr. Something or Other Sideshow or Carnival Show? You remember?
Dr. Mortimer's Circus.
That's it. I remember Mason asked Mason to take you because I couldn't go. I didn't have time.
Yeah. We didn't show up when you wanted us to. Called the police.
What a terrible fight. Mason and I, he figured he was old enough to yell back at me now. By then, he kept yelling at me. From then on, we both did.
It's getting late. Let's get dressed, okay?
Do you know that he cried more than any baby I have ever heard when he was born? I mean, it was like he was already angry at the world because he knew how hard it was going to be to live in, and he was ready to fight back. All those years, why do we always realize things so late? Why did I waste all that anger on Mason?
I don't know, Dad.
So many terrible arguments.
It was always about nothing. It was just a struggle between a father and son who couldn't admit that they loved each other.
I was so happy the day he was born. I stood outside that nursery window looking at my son for hours, just looking at my son.
I remember how happy you were. How happy we both were.
You telling me I'm gonna do okay. But I'd hope you tell me if I'm not gonna do okay, because I really want to make this day as perfect as I can. I love you. Been here?
Not long. I really didn't know what time the service started, so I thought I'd just come over.
Well, I'm glad.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, I've been thinking, TJ, I've been so obsessed with myself lately. You know, the baby and all, and it's really affected me and Jeffrey. I mean, there's so many other people that are suffering from the death that I can't afford to break down. And I won't. For my family, so...
Kelly, I think they'd all be real proud of you.
Listen, I was going to light a candle and say a prayer for Mason. You want to join me?
Yeah. I don't know how to do these things. I've never really done them.
I'll show you.
How is she?
I've given her a sedative. She should sleep for a while.
What about the service this afternoon? Do you think she should go?
Yeah, I think it'd be best for her if she could. I'll give you these pills. It's more the sedative that I've just given her.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming over. She was hysterical.
Yeah, she's going through a deep denial right now. It's not easy to accept this kind of loss, but hopefully in time she will.
Well, is there anything we could do?
Yeah, first and most important, you should help her accept what's happened.
She loved him so much.
It's also important for her that she remembered that her love for Mason lives on through Samantha. That should help, too.
Yeah, well, we'll talk to her about that.
Okay.
What about this nun she kept talking about?
I don't know. A Sister Sarah, and apparently she's up there at Goleta, and she thinks that the Sister Sarah knows what happened with...
Excuse me, did you say Goleta?
Yeah, the Sacred Heart Convent is part of the mission.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
I have to go right now. Please, if you need me, please just call me, okay?
All right, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, bye.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, I have to go somewhere.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Look, I'll call you and check in on you in about an hour, okay?
All right, thank you for coming over.
Sure, no problem.
What should we do?
Well, I think it might be a good idea if someone stayed and looked after her. Would you mind doing that?
Absolutely, I'll do it. What are you going to do?
I think I want to take a trip up to that convent and ask about that nun, so I'll be back in time for the service.
You be careful.
Yeah, you don't mind staying here, do you?
Of course not. I want to be here when she wakes up.
Okay. I'll be back in a few hours.
So come on. Why are you so dressed up?
We have a, family get-together today, that's all. In fact, you gotta get some rest. I gotta go.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
You just get better, all right? Everybody's counting on you, especially, well, Chipperoo there.
I miss him so much.
Yeah, well, you're gonna see him real soon. You will.
Tell him I love him, would you? Please.
Bet.
Bye.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking all over the hospital for you. I figured you must be as hungry as I am, so why don't we go to lunch?
Thanks, Scott, but I'm not hungry right now.
Hey, what's wrong? You've been acting strange ever since we were over at Julia's. You turned white the second you heard where that fire was.
I don't think that's any of your business, Scott.
Well, excuse me. I didn't mean to step on a nerve.
Scott, wait. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I had no business pushing it. I just thought that we were close enough to share things.
We are close enough, Scott. Most things.
Well, how am I supposed to know what things we can and what things we can't?
I'll let you know.
Oh, great. The way you just let me know, thank you.
Scott, I said I was sorry, okay?
Heather, do you know something about this fire that you're not letting people know? There's an investigation going on, and if you know something that could help, you've got to tell somebody.
Scott, look, I don't know any more about what happened to Mason than anybody else.
Then what is it?
The priest at the church is a relative of mine.
I think we covered everything yesterday, Mr. Castillo. I allowed you to speak to all of the other nuns, and I really can't see of how I could be any further help to you.
Father, are you certain that I spoke with everyone?
Absolutely. Why?
Mason's fiancée recalls having seen him here with a nun who was signing, speaking with her hands. Now, I don't remember seeing anyone like that yesterday. I thought maybe I missed someone.
Well, that would have been Sister Sarah.
There you go.
But she wasn't here yesterday. She was down at the mission. She was doing some other work.
Could I speak with her now, please?
I'm afraid she is not going to be back till the end of the week. She's down at another convent visiting.
Father, it's important that I speak to her.
Well, then, the only thing I could suggest is that you come back at the end of the week.
Fair enough. If it's not a problem.
Absolutely not. I'll do everything I can to assist you in your investigation.
Well, I appreciate that.
Today is Mason's funeral services, isn't it?
And this afternoon, yeah.
Please, give his fiancée my condolences.
I will. Thank you.
I'm sorry I'm so late. I love you, my son.
You were too good for this world, Mason. And you'll probably be too good for the next one, too. I hope you find what you were looking for. I love you. Worried about you. Where have you been?
I took another run up to the convent. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Well, I know how you all feel because we are all suffering. Everyone in this room. Mason's gone. He's not out of our lives. He's not. I think the biggest regret I have is that, so much I still had to say to him. How much I love him. Oh, God, I wish I had the time to say that to you. You know, there are more often sometimes we let things get in our way. Pride. Things that don't matter. Things that matter is love and understanding. I didn't mean to let anything get in the way. I know he didn't. I know he didn't. Sometimes we're too selfish to see the weaknesses, that's all. And time. Time. Time slips away.
No. No! You know, I was just thinking about what Mason would think of us all being here. And everybody thought he was a cynic, but he really wasn't. He really was an optimist, disguised as a pessimist. And he was loyal, too. He was stubborn, and he was opinionated all of the time. But he was incredibly loyal. He would have done anything for any of us. He made our lives richer and better because he loved us so much. Each and every one of us.
Hello, Heather.
Hi, Michael. It's been a long time.
Yeah. I'm just so surprised. I had no idea that you were in Santa Barbara.
I haven't been here very long.
Well, you look good. Medical school must really be agreeing with you.
But I'm not in medical school anymore. I'm a resident at the hospital in Santa Barbara.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
At least Dad will be pleased with one of us.
Michael, that's not why I did it. You know that.
Yeah, I'm sure Dad doesn't.
I don't really care what Dad thinks. That's why I came here, to get away from all that.
Sort of funny, isn't it? I mean, we both have to come out to California. It's for the great escape, you to get away from Dad, me to get away from everything.
Yeah. Well, you certainly got away.
This is just what I want.
Michael, does the church really give you everything you want?
Despite Dad's prediction that I wouldn't last a week, I'm fine.
Well, then I guess we both found what we were looking for.
Yeah. I would have thought we had to go this far to find it.
I know. I've thought a lot about you, Michael. And then when I heard about the fire, I kind of panicked.
Well, I'm fine. Really.
I'm so glad. Because I guess it made me realize that I don't want to cut off all my family ties like I thought.
Is that why you're here?
Yeah, to catch up. You know, it's been a long time.
Yeah. Catch up.
Yeah. You know, I want to find out about you, Michael. I want to be your sister again.
You never stopped being my sister. So, how's it to be a resident?
It's going really well.
Good. You got some men in your life?
Well...
I see. So some things never change.
Hey, do you think maybe we could have dinner sometime?
Sure.
Good. Maybe one night next week, unless you have a date.
Very fine.
Sorry. Well, I'll give you a call then, okay, next week?
Yeah, I'm always here.
I've missed you a lot, Michael. I'm really looking forward to this.
So am I.
Eden, what are you doing? Why are you saying this?
Julia, why don't you come and see?
No! Now, there has been a mistake.
Tell me that there's been a mistake. Anybody, please just tell me there's
Julia,
been a mistake.
look at me.
Mason is gone, okay? No!
please.
Oh my God!
If you've gotten this far, you must have been able to follow my map. Sorry about earlier. Let's try to make up for it. Heather. Let me see. Dr. Garfield?
Sorry to disappoint you.
Well, I'm not disappointed, believe me. So, what's this all about?
You like it?
Yeah, I love it. But I don't understand it.
Let's just say that you have started to break through my tough exterior.
Well, this sounds interesting.
I think that I've decided it's about time I start to enjoy life a little bit.
Really? Well, then I know exactly what you need.
Me too.
Well, that's not what I was thinking about. I'll try it.
Scott, I'm sorry I was so secretive before. The priest at the church, my brother.
What?
His name is Michael. I just went over and talked to him. I hadn't seen him in about 5 years.
Would I be getting too personal if I asked why not?
No. No, I want to tell you. I want to tell you about my family and about me.
What brought this change on?
Well, I think that maybe you're starting to get to me.
Well, then I'm going to have to work a lot harder.
I don't want any more pills. Julia, they'll help you sleep. I don't want to sleep. And I'll just dream about him. I was just there. Right before it happened, he kissed me. I'd be dead all of a sudden. Look, I really think you should take these. You need some rest. I don't want to rest. And I don't want to live without it. I can't live without it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We know how it hurts. We do, believe us. We know how it hurts. And listen to me. It's not always going to feel this bad. And you're going to have to get it together pretty soon so you can start taking care of Samantha again.
She's so tiny. What am I going to tell her?
You'll know when the time comes. You'll tell her the truth about your father. And you know, all the good stuff in him is going to start showing up in her when she gets older.
I hope so. Because she's all I got left of it.
Baby. Listen, she's going to fill your life. Believe me, she will fill your life.
Can't believe your brother's a priest. I didn't even know you were Catholic.
Not really. I come from a very dichotomous family.
Dichotomous?
Remember I told you my dad's pure wasp? My mom's volatile Italian.
Uh-huh. And your mother probably doesn't trust surgeons.
How'd you guess?
It's a wonder they ever got married.
Yeah, well, they divorced when I was 10.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
And I guess that's when Michael and I split up, too. Michael and Daddy never got along, so Michael went with Mom, and I stayed with Daddy.
Well, don't tell me that was the last time you saw your mother.
Oh, no, of course not. I don't know when it was, actually, that we all kind of just drifted apart.
Tell me about your brother.
I really don't know a whole lot about him, to tell you the truth. He was always such a secretive person. You know, I've known for a long time that he was in Santa Barbara. I just couldn't really bring myself to go see him because he was like a part of that family that I was trying to break away from.
But you went to see him today. Why?
I guess when I found out about the fire, I got really scared. I saw the way the Capwells shared their grief, and they were all there for each other. And I guess that's kind of the thing that I always thought families were for, you know?
Kind of like a relationship, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
And what's there to be afraid of?
I don't know. My heart's beating really fast.
It has nothing to do with fear.
Well, then what?
I'll show you.
You need to sleep.
I can't. You just stay for a while. Talk. I really need somebody to talk to.
Of course I will.
Why the hell didn't he come to us, Val? Probably never would have happened.
I think he was afraid we'd doubt his innocence.
I didn't believe for 1 minute he was guilty.
I just wish we could have told him that.
I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove he didn't kill Mark McCormick.
Leave it alone, Cece. The case is closed. You're suffering too much anyway. It just doesn't matter anymore.
It matters to me. No one is gonna call my son murder. No one. And Keith Timmons. He's gonna pay. The last thing I ever do in my life, he is going to pay.
I think Julia's going to be all right.
Yeah, I think she will be. She started to accept it. Like Heather said, that is the hardest part. I remember what a nightmare it was for me trying to come to grips with the idea of having lost you. It was just the worst pain that you could ever go through.
I can't imagine losing you. I hope she can pick up and go on. I don't know how.
She has a lot of friends. And she has Samantha. I would imagine the responsibility of having Samantha is what'll finally get her through. Oh, baby, baby. Sweetie, it will be all right. It will.
Are you gonna miss him?
Oh, God, yeah. Mason and I never felt the need to speak about the affection and respect we had for each other. We knew. I really, really liked him.
I loved him.
Mm. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird won't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring.
Tonight, the drought of '88. Farmers fear a new Dust Bowl era and loss of their crops. At the grocery, prices may rise. The story on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.